the daily vibration. So if you are new to the channel, I want to say welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, I want to say welcome back. My name is Kamoy, and we are doing the daily vibration for today, 8/18/2022. But you want to keep in mind that energy is fluid. So whenever you click on this video, if the message resonates or it vibrates, you want to go ahead and take what you need. You want to leave what you don't. You want to shelf what you don't understand in case you need to circle on back, right? So it doesn't matter what day or time you are clicking on this video. Just grab what you need and leave what you don't. Shelf what you don't understand, all right? So the overall energy that we have coming through today from spirit, because we are doing the 5 elements, spirit, the ethers, source energy, whatever you want to call it, nirvana, like, your higher self, whatever you want to call it, right? We do have the Nephilim coming in. This energy can be very controversial energy because it does ask you to assess the things around you and to look at things from a new perspective. This energy can also be filled with new ideas, as well as can be forceful in its strength, maybe in pushing those new ideas. Okay, now you do want to be mindful of being able to know that this Nephilim energy also indicates energy of being able not just to assess things, but to process things as you are assessing them. All right. So be mindful of that. You want to get to the root of things within this energy and ground yourself before making decisions, okay? Sometimes you do have to do things forcefully, or you may have to push a little bit harder or move a little bit more forceful in order for you to get things done. However, sometimes you need to move gently and allow that energy to ebb and flow, okay? The flip side to this Nephilim energy that you need to be aware of is it can be heavily critical, right? Full of criticism. It can also be a lot of condemnation, like, oh my gosh, the world is going to end. And, outdated perspectives is also something that they can do if you're operating on the flip side of the energy with unrealistic expectations, right? Now, supporting spirit's energy with the Nephilims today, love is popping out, which really means that you should be moving in love. And the highest vibration of love really should start within yourself. So are you loving yourself? There's been a lot of self-love taught because there's a lot of projection, right? We started off the week talking about being able to tap into the willingness of trusting your intuition. Being able to see and hear things clearly because you're paying attention to what you're feeling as well as your actions, what you're doing, right? So you want to be mindful of that as you're moving throughout the day, all right? Now, I also want to say new beginnings is in the atmosphere today, right? So as you are tapping into these new ideas, as you are tapping into these new perspectives, right? What you can find in this energy is an aspect of maybe doing something different that you have not done before. Maybe looking at a situation that you may have judged harshly, right? You may want to go back and look at that situation again, rejudge it, right? Allow yourself to see it from a different perspective. Allow yourself maybe to not tap in as a victim, but more as a victor, like you're being victorious, right? And allow yourself to see things from a new perspective. So vibrating today in the date, we do have the number 5 as you add the month, the day, and the year together. 5 is the center of the heart chakra on the numerology chart, right? But we also have 5 representing change. 5 is also high. It's vibration of love, right? 5 is the highest vibration of love. Now, I want to say this to you also, something that you may want to pay attention to in the day as we're moving throughout the day. We do have the number 9 popping up in the day today if we're dealing with the date only. So it's the 18th. If we add 1 and 8 together, we will get the number 9. 9 is the number of completion because you're operating from all ends, right? You're dealing with ambition. You're dealing with responsibility. So responsibility if you're thinking, you're dealing with the ambition that's needed in the earth realm, and you're also dealing with the purpose that you're operating with from the spiritual realm, right? So what are you doing today, right? Is this Is it filled really with your higher self energy? Is it filled with what you want to be doing? Or is it energy that you're tapping into from a the flip side of the energy? We call it the lower vibrational, but here I'm going to call it the flip side of the energy, that is very critical, condemning, and everything is doom type energy, right? All your perspectives and how you've been looking at this situation. Is it time for you to see things differently? All right, that's the message, right, from the fifth element. This is the message from spirit. This is the overall energy today. Get a new perspective. It's new beginnings. Tap into that love and energy that's in the atmosphere so you can move forward today, right? So now we're going to start off today's daily vibration with the other four elements, right? We're going to do air, water, fire, and earth. So that's your doing, your feeling, your thinking, as well as your grounding aspect and your manifestation aspect, right? We're going to start off, however, with your thoughts. We're going to start off with your thinking, that air energy, right? So this is all about what is people thinking today. What are you thinking? What's on the mind of others today, right? We do have the Six of Wands popping up here, right? Just so you know, Wands is definitely fire energy, okay? And when we're dealing with fire energy, you guys need to understand that this energy can be explosive. We do have Aries and Leo popping up here on the board, right? So we could be dealing with explosive energy. Mars is also showing up here, right? This energy today, I feel, with the Six of Wands also, this is supposed to also represent a sense of fearness. Okay. This represents a sense, and when I say fear, I mean like how do you say, like an equal exchangeness? I don't even know if that's a word, but like an equal exchangeness, right? And I say that because Wands energy, there should be some type of celebration, some type of fairness. This represents victory, right? So and why I say fairness is because somebody is victorious and they feel like that victory it was a fair justice card. It was a fair judgment. It was a fair ruling, right? So in people's thoughts today, they're thinking about what's fair, winning on the aspect, or winning. They're victorious. They're thinking about their confidence, right? You do have the death card popping up on here, okay, which is Scorpio's energy. And when the death card pops up, this is all about major transformation. This is very intense energy, and it's stemming from the heart chakra. So you do want to be mindful of that as you're moving throughout this energy. This energy is also Pluto's energy, okay? So you want to know that Pluto brings in that transformation. So Scorpio and Pluto is on the board, all right? And Scorpio is ruled by Mars also, okay? So pay attention to the intensity that Mars energy can bring in, but you want to be open to that transformative energy that Pluto can bring in, right? So people are feeling confident. People are feeling victorious, right? There's some type of transformation going on, or people are thinking about being confident and victorious today in how they're executing things, right? People may just feel good today. Now, that's a beautiful feeling to have because today is Thursday, so we are tapping into Jupiter's energy, all right? So we're tapping into Jupiter's energy today. It is Thursday. And Jupiter's energy, let me just say, is about expansion. It's also about it can also be like philosophical energy, right? So with that Scorpio's energy, with that mixed with the Jupiterian energy today, you can find things can feel expansive, okay? Especially when people are thinking about their confidence and, what you're good at. People may be feeling themselves today in their thoughts. So you want to be mindful of that as you are moving throughout the day today, right? Right. And if you're feeling good about yourself, if you feel like you have a plan, if you feel like finally you have some type of direction, you know where to go, you know how to move, you know what to do, right? You want to be grateful for that because that is bringing in energy right here, right? That's saying you're on the right path. Continue to do what you're doing. Now, I'm talking about if you're doing the work. I'm not talking about if you're doing some reckless shit. All right. I'm not talking about arrogance here today. I'm talking about really if you have been doing the work and moving towards the things that you want to experience and not leaving that experience up to other people. Okay. Now, some people may feel that the law is not justice. Okay. Rules are not always fair. Right. That's how some people may be feeling today. So as you feel that way, I feel like this message is telling you that although some things may not have happened in your favor, remember I said that some people may feel like this is fear, right? Some people may not. So you need to know that somebody's justice, that somebody's laws, aka somebody's boundaries, somebody's I want to say how they view the world, a perspective of how fear and what justice is, may not be how you see justice. For some people, this may be something that you're committed to, some type of commitment that you've made. Excuse me, it could be marriage, but it doesn't have to be marriage. This could be something that you've committed to for the long haul, something that you feel like your soul is calling you to, right? Something where you feel unified, or it could be someone, so you want to know and understand that this is not the energy for you to lose confidence. You do not want to lose confidence in your thinking today, right? This is energy of whatever was promised to you, you can have, right? But you just got to stay the course in your thoughts today. Thinking the right things. And when I say thinking the right things, thinking about how you want things to unfold, not what you're afraid of unfolding, right? So you want to be mindful of that. Thinking about what you think is going to, how you would like things to unfold, or the outcome of the things that you would like, and not how it's currently unfolding is something you want to tap into. All right. We do have the Hermit card showing up on here, which is usually in the tarot deck. This is represented by Virgo, which can be very analytical energy, right? And this energy is, that Virgo energy can represent you learning how to serve, right? And when I say learning how to serve, not be of service and a doormat to people, but learning what you have to offer others. Like, what are you good at, right? Analyzing things and being able to pull out the pros and the cons equally, fairly, and balanced is what I'm hearing today in your emotions, because we're talking about your feelings right now, right? You do have Aquarius's energy popping on up here. And with the Aquarian energy, I honestly feel like this is, once again, I feel like it's not what you know, it's what you don't know, or how much you think you know. So I feel like be open today again to listen, to understand, not to listen to respond. You do not want to listen to respond in this energy. That is not the vibe you want to go with, okay? Do not listen to respond. You're listening to understand what's going on. This energy is paired with the Seven of Wands in reverse, okay? Somebody feel like giving up. That's that whole listening to respond and not listening to understand, right? You feel like you may want to give up emotionally. And this is why you want to pay attention to your thoughts, because your thoughts is saying you're on the right path. Tap into your confidence, right? What have you committed yourself to? But emotionally today, somebody may be overanalyzing some things, right? And I feel like this is because you're not grounding yourself, okay? I feel like you're not grounding yourself. We do have solar plexus energy here, which is all about self-discipline and self-mastery, right? So emotionally, watch the conversation with other people if they're not supporting what you're thinking today is what I'm hearing, right? Because people are operating from a place of overanalyzing things emotionally today, which can lead you into thinking on a negative aspect. So you want to be mindful of that as you're moving throughout the day with your emotions, okay? Look at that. Knowing when to let go. I can't make this shit up. Knowing when to let go is going to be important today. And let me just let y'all know, Mercury in retrograde is happening next month. I believe is September 9th. So you want to be mindful of that. Slow down. your speech or your communication if you feel like you're stumbling over your words. That is one advice that I can give to you, right? So letting go emotionally is going to be key today, especially if you feel like you're over analyzing something and you feel like you want to give up, all right? Especially if your belief system, your affirmations are not matching what you're thinking. So if your feelings are not matching your affirmations and what you believe, you definitely need to dive in and see what needs to be let go and what needs to be revised. Okay, remember, new beginnings is the order of the day today, right? Okay. It's saying here, you're getting to know the new you. So emotionally, you're getting to know the new you. You may want to give yourself a pass today as you tap into your confidence mentally. Remember, mentally, some people's feeling themselves. That might be you. People are going through transformation. Don't get caught up in your emotions today. It's time to let go. Mentally, if you're beating up on yourself today, you need to know that you're on the right path, okay? As for, one card, y'all, I'm sorry. As far as the, your actions are concerned today, which is going to be your fire energy, you do have 3 of Wands popping up. So this is thinking about the future, right? So your actions, you're moving in your actions today because you're thinking about the future. So the steps that you're taking today is you thinking about your future, right? We do have showing up here Aries energy, which can be that Mars energy, that energy of action, right? Taking action, that energy of movement. It can also be that energy of passion, that protective energy, or that explosive energy, just depending on how you're moving in the energy. If you're operating in the flip side, it's going to be explosive. This energy is currently paired with Sagittarius's energy. And with the Sagittarian energy, that's Jupiter ruled. We're talking about expansion, and Sagittarius's energy can be blunt. It can also have a perspective different than you see things. It's not necessarily that it's the right perspective, but they definitely have the archetype of how they perceive things, all right? And they're very blunt with their bringing forth of their perception. So you can have the bluntness and the explosiveness if people are not doing their work, but you can have the bluntness and the passion and the clarity to move things along if you are doing your work, right? So you do have the 10 of Wands showing up here in reverse, right? And I kind of feel like there's a lot of responsibility on someone's plate, a lot of problems, a lot of things that you feel like you may not be able to tackle, or you may not have been able to tackle. And this is why you're thinking about your future. This is why you're planning your future. Root chakra, if it's something around family, if it's something around your fight or flight mode, your money, right? You have your root chakra showing up here. You also have Saturn's energy showing up here, which needs to be disciplined, as well as Sagittarius energy showing up here, how you perceive things, right? So your action today should really be based on your future and not so much on all of the problems that you have. Work towards the end results is what I'm hearing, right? Don't get stuck in where you are right now, but you want to work towards the end result or work from the end results, right? Whether that's in your thinking, your emotions, your actions, okay? Work from the aspect of you being able to see things in resolution base, okay? So you also have heart chakra popping up here with the Knight of Wands, right? This energy with the Knight of Wands, you can rush in without thinking before you do things, or thinking before you say things. This is very machismo energy. It can be very conceited energy, right? And you got Mars showing up here, and you got Sagittarius. See what I'm saying? You got, so Aries is Mars, Sagittarius. Mars is showing up here, the planet, in Sagittarius. And we got heart chakra energy popping up here. So some people could be operating from a space where they're not tapping into their heart chakra. They do need to get grounded in their heart and their root chakra, right? You can find with this Knight of Wands, this could be energy where somebody is very hyperactive, like they're jitty. And I don't even know, like, I feel like some of you could be thinking about your future, but you're operating with someone that has some type of addiction. Okay. Or some type of codependency. And they get nervous, like, when you're not around. Right? But they don't really want to deal with the real problem. Okay. I feel here like this music thing, and I think this came out in another reading that I've done too. It's time for a lot of people to face the music, right? And that can be healing, even if you don't necessarily like the song that's being played, right? And this can be meditation for some people, facing the music that way through meditation, right? Because you don't want to necessarily have to take on anybody's projection here that's not working on themselves here. Somebody could feel, or you're thinking about your future and somebody's bringing in their burdens and their woes, right? And their unhappiness, right? Or they think they got it better than you-ness, right? But they just posting, what they say, they doing it for the gram, or, doing it to keep up with the Joneses, okay? So watch your actions and why you're doing things today. Okay? Watch your actions the right way. Learning to create what you want is going to be the object of the game in your actions today. So you're not doing things to get a reaction. Okay, that's the order of the day in your do not do things to get a reaction, because you may not necessarily like the reaction that you get. This is what I'm saying. For some people, it's time to face the music. For some people, you're just going to have to meditate and walk away from all of this bullshit right here. Okay? So you need to be mindful of that as you're moving throughout the day to day. Yeah. In your actions. Don't take on other people's burdens, but you also want to own your shit. Okay? So on the earth aspect, how you've manifested, what you've manifested. And I also want to say how your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions have projected outwardly. Right? We got the Queen of Spades, aka, I'm sorry, the Queen of Diamonds, aka the Queen of Pentacles, but she's showing up in reverse. And I just want to say, if you're not doing your work, this can represent somebody that's very materialistic, somebody that's not good with money, okay, somebody that's not balanced, right? Because remember, Libra is ruled by Venus. And Venus, you can overindulge in your pleasure. Somebody that pretends that they have more than they have. There's stuff going on at work, stuff going on at home. Like your house ain't right here in this energy. And then you have pairing with this energy as far as the outcome today for people that are not doing their work, right? Or it could be the energy that you're interacting with, is a lot of this is people don't want to conform. People want to be free. They want to be liberated, which is understandable. Some people are speaking their truth, but your truth may not necessarily be somebody else's truth, because we do have the throat chakra showing up here, right? But we also have Venus, and we have Taurus energy, which means that there could be a lot of overindulgence in how people are dealing with their money today. Somebody may be overspending, emotionally shopping, right? You can be emotionally shopping, emotionally eating. That's something you need to think about today. Career change, I think, popped up earlier this week too. Are you doing what you love? And for some people, you could be in the right career. You may just need to simplify how you do things. Okay, for some people, it does not necessarily mean that you're going to be doing a whole new career change. You just need to simplify how you do things, especially if you're no longer passionate about the things that you like to do, right? That's what you got to be mindful of All right? Find something you love. Find something that you love and that you would do even if you didn't get paid. And that's not so much for the money at this point, but this is just about you tapping into your passion and your joy, right? Some of you, even though you love what you do, you may need an outlet. You got the boat popping up here, and the boat is saying receiving what you need. Moving on, letting go, closure. Right? Remember here, there was somebody not wanting to deal with closure, or maybe speaking the truth that may not necessarily be your truth. Yep, this has to do with relationships. And let me just say, this may even have to do with the relationship that you have with yourself. This doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship with anybody else. When we talk about enemies, you first need to start with your enemy, your own internal enemies. Remember, everybody that you meet in life is a reflection of who you are. Something you need to embrace about yourself, something you need to let go, something you need to get strong in, something you need to own up to, something you need to face, because that's the fucked up aspect of yourself. Whatever it is, you take what you need and you leave what you do not. But you do not need to take anything personally if you're moving throughout this energy and doing your work. Okay? This is really standing in your sovereignty as you are moving throughout the day. Passing the test not to take things personally today is going to be important. People are still projecting. Passing the test not to take things personally today is going to be very helpful for you. You're on the right path, right? You're on the right path in your thinking. You need to let go of some things emotionally today. Okay. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. In your actions today, you may need to face the music, or some people is facing the music. You may have to give somebody the music or the business today, right? And for some people, this could just mean you need to ground yourself and play some music and get in that zone, okay? Especially if you have to get things done today, you may want to put on some music I'm hearing and just, breeze through it, all right? In your practical realm and the physical manifestation realm, there's career change happening. And I feel like a lot of people are just in a space where they're thinking about what do they really want in their life. And this is going to lead towards some career change. Whether it's a career that you love, like I said, because you need to simplify things, or it's a career that you don't love that you need to change. The choice is really up to you. Okay. All right, my love. So y'all know the deal. You want to go ahead and do something kind for yourself. You want to love yourself. You want to honor yourself, right? You want to also try to do something kind for someone, not because they deserve it, but just because you can. Or you passing the test today, right? Okay. I'm going to see you guys in tomorrow's Daily Vibrations. We are not doing Daily Vibrations on the weekend, okay, y'all? So Friday is going to wrap up the week, and then we're going to start again on Monday. Don't forget that I got the new channel coming on in. It is called Multi-Metaverse Oracle, and we're going to be tapping into some different things over on that platform. And I got some other stuff in the works, too, that I will make announcements the closer that we get to those things, all right? So go on, y'all. It's Jupiter Day, Expansion Day. Watch what you are expanding. Watch the frequencies that you are putting out into the atmosphere. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's Daily Vibration. Bye, my loves. Have a wonderful day.